Hello, guys. Let's talk about Boston Celtics. So, their season is just historic. They have the best record in the entire NBA by far, and their box plus minus is one of the highest of all time. They did great with their two franchise players, bringing up Kristaps Porzingis and having great supporting cast. But with playoffs coming, I have one problem with them. I want to share it with you guys, so let's get into some numbers. So I want to talk about specific but very important situation. How well are Boston Celtics reacting when they are in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes left if they are trailing by 5 or less points? So that to me shows the team's resilience and mental strength. And I don't want to just look at this season. I want to look at last 5 seasons. So here are the numbers for you guys. As you can see, between 2020 and 2022 season, they are just atrocious. Their winning percentage is around 28 or 29%, and that's very bad. Just for some context, Lakers are leading the NBA in this exact scenario this season, and they win 56% of their games in this situation. You can notice their 3-point percentage is especially bad. Now, if you are a Boston fan, you might think, well, 2023 and 24 season, they're looking a bit better. They have around 40% win percentage, but that's not a full story. I mentioned playoffs are coming, and if you are put in a tough situation, you are relying on your superstars, on your franchise players to bail you out. That's how it usually goes. So now let's see how their two franchise players are doing in these situations. Now, before I get into criticism, I want to tell you how I feel about Jason Tatum specifically. Obviously, he's having a great season, but in all the sports, I always appreciate the beauty of it, something artistic about it. And when Jason Tatum is scoring the basketball, there's just something beautiful about it. The way he handles the ball, the way he moves, the way he shoots, it's just pleasant to watch. And Jason Tatum is inspiring many people and kids. When I'm playing some pickup, I meet many guys trying to emulate his game, trying his moves, trying to shoot like him. That's all great. But what I want to focus now is how he performs under pressure. So we are talking about fourth quarter, with 5 minutes left and the game is close, meaning it's 5 point or less game. Let's look at Jason Tatum. First two seasons we are looking at, Jason Tatum is actually elite. He's shooting good percentages, 50 and 45 field goal percentage, and taking a good amount of shots. That's actually contradicting Boston Celtics as a team. If you remember, they were actually at their worst those two seasons. Last three seasons, Jason Tatum just fell off. His field goal percentage hovers around 36%, which is very unacceptable. His 3-point percentage is also bad, and especially considering he's taking a good amount of shots. In the playoffs, tough games and tough situations like this decide the winner of a playoff series. And the numbers say if you are relying on Jason Tatum too much, you are just not getting the results. So what happened to him? He's improving his game every single season. This season he is actually MVP candidate, top 5 in my opinion, but I don't think he should win it, but he is top 5 MVP candidates. I think criticism is getting to him. That's why you see sudden drop in his clutch performances. It's hard to say this, but I think Jason Tatum is just not that guy. There is this belief in the NBA that the best player should decide the outcome of the game, especially in the clutch. Put the ball in the hands of your best player and hope for the best. I don't think that's what Boston Celtics should do. I think they should have plays drawn and take what defenses give them. If Derek White is open for 3, I'm taking that shot over contested Jason Tatum pull up. And this is actually not a catastrophic problem. It's just something you need to admit to yourself. Jason Tatum and Joe Mazzulla need to admit that it's just not the best for the team. If you look at Shaq and Kobe, Shaq will give you 35 and 20 with 5 blocks, but when it's clutch time, then it's Kobe's time to shine because Shaq cannot hit his free throws. and that's normal. You need to be aware of your strengths, and especially you need to be aware of your weaknesses. And this season, and actually last 3 seasons, Jason Tatum is not good in the clutch, and it's okay to admit that. He can give you 25, 30 points every game, but in the clutch, let's get the whole team involved. Let's now quickly check out Jalen Brown as their second franchise player. So you can see across the board his free throw percentage is not the best. This season he's shooting 50% from the field in these situations, but on lower attempts. Usually it's around 40%. So we can say safely he's not the clutchest player in the league. I don't want to spend too much time on Jalen Brown. Jason Tatum is the best player on this team, even though Jalen Brown is the most paid. But that's a criticism for another day. My biggest problem is bad coaching and bad decisions in clutch time. I think Joe Mazzulla should have couple of go-to plays in the clutch, couple of plays where you can get an easy bucket and things like that. Anyways, that's the problem I see with Boston Celtics this season. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. And for you Boston fans, I wish you all the luck. You have great team and your franchise players are some of the best dudes I've seen on television. Jason Tatum seems so kind and genuine, and Jalen Brown is a dude that's giving back to his community as he should, and you just cannot hate on that. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.